know I wanted to piggyback on what you were saying and what Ty was saying.
Okay.
Profile. So I remember I used to be a homicide detective years ago. And I remember a public defender asked me, did I profile his client? And I said, well, what do you mean? I knew what he was talking about, but you know, I'm egging him on like he's trying to mess with me. What do you mean? He said, well, did you see my client driving a nice car, blah, 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 the typical stuff. Right. And I said, no, it was a traffic violation, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, to be honest with you, if I can elaborate a little bit, Judge, he's like, go ahead. I said, everybody in here profiles everybody. I said, you looked at me differently or had an idea of who I was and what I was about when I walked in here. Oh, Jan, we need to take a break and, you know, he's that down because I called him out. Everybody, all of us profile in some form of fashion. Just like brother JB said, and probably the rest of the barbers. I'm not wanting to speak for you, but when he got that buzzer, because the guy's coming in, pants hanging all down, smelling like weed, just dressed totally crazy, and it's really for the young guys. So y'all are profiling them before they even come in. And he gonna say, no, he can't come in here. So if we do it, why are we wrong? We're human. We have the same mental thinking that you guys are having. Y'all in the business, we're just at work. Right. So I'm thinking the same way. Okay, you smelling like weed, you probably been smoking. You might have something on you. No, I was with them. Okay, well, why are you hanging? If you know your boy is smoking weed, why are you hanging with them? I lost friends when I'm from Atlanta, born and raised. I had friends, and I told them I was going to be a cop. Oh. My thing to them was, I'm not going to judge you. You do what you want to do. I can't be around it. That's not me. I'm trying to do something different. All right? So at some point, you guys, if you don't want to be so-called profiled or looked at differently, you got to think about how you dressing, what you wearing, who you hanging with, all those type of things. I've got a teenage son that's in college. I've got 2 teenagers that's in college. My son is in school, got his own car. I get on him all the time. Just had this conversation a couple days ago. You got to be mindful of who gets in your car, who's riding with you.
And who you riding with.
Exactly. Because I know some of your friends smoke.
Right.
I haven't seen it, but I ain't crazy. I've been in college. I've been in college. I know some of your folks smoke, drink, and everything else.
Right.
Now, if we're going to be cool, okay, I'll speak, what's up, but I can't hang with you. And so y'all got to think about that. So profiling, to me, everybody does it. But for us in law enforcement, it's looked on us as some demonic thing that we're doing. But everybody does it. Now, if we're taking that and using that just to whether harass or treat people illegally and things like that, that's one thing. But if I have a perception of you, I'm human.
And we all do that.
Yeah, and we all do it. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just trying to see.
Hold on.
Just one profile, I want to speak on that. I profile all day long. Simply because, I got 2 grandboys that I want to raise. And you don't never know when someone is watching you. But you just got to be on guard all the time. You got to pull out something else. He might say, well, I think she got a little money now. I think I might want to see if I can attack her or whatever. You got to, because you got to protect yourself. I mean, because y'all not around us all the time. So we got to profile and make sure we watch our surround. I watch my surround every time I walk out that door, and I'm glad y'all got that thing on that door because y'all taking money. When you have a business, people come in, you get robbed. They robbing people this house that I'm wearing. You just got to be careful. That's all it is. Everybody got to look out for each other.
Let's get into it. All right, you done waited patiently.
Go ahead, man. I just wanted to pertain to what you said about what's the problem with cops not getting respect these days. Coming up, just from my perspective and coming up from this younger generation, you got no disrespect for saying this.
Say what you gonna say, bro. Say it with your chest.
I'm keep it real.
Keep it in the face, man. What's
I'm
up?
keep it 100.
Call it out.
You cops are portrayed in like one of those ways where like we don't have to say, for example, if I was outside playing with my friends or whatever, doing whatever, if a car came down, everybody would say run from the cops. Or if the cop stopped and tried to say why you out or whatever, they would be like cuss them out, whatever. It's like everybody is always hopping on a bandwagon of doing what's cool or to fit in with. Basically, what I'm saying is that the main problems we have with this young generation is that everybody's just a bandwagon. They're just jumping on to these other people that's in gangs are disrespecting the cops and not doing their own thing. Like you said, when you say you want to be a police officer, you did that. But there's other people, when they say, I want to be a police officer, so their friends like, hell, what you
aim ahead, right?
And then you be like, oh, okay, never mind.
Right,
I'll do what you want to do.
right.
It's because I've done that before, or said that before, and of course they rejected me, and it made me want to do what they were doing so they could accept me. Because it's hard to get accepted, and it's, for me, our kids like me, it's hard for us to get accepted because we do what we want to. We want to do what we want to do. It's like doing the right thing these days is not cool, or it's not enough to fit in, you know?
Right.
And that's why.
That's real as it comes. That's as honest as you could put it. And my take on that is, and like I tell a lot of young people, 20 years ago, if you'd asked me if I was going to be a cop, I'd have said no. I'm from the west side of St. Louis, gang banging, dope dealing, all that. But I decided to be one-on-one. I decided to be different than what everybody else was doing. You know what I'm saying? And now, 20 years later, I'm like one of the only ones that went to college. And the same people, one of my friends got out of doing prison 15 years. And he hit me up on Facebook. And he said, man, I'm living through you. What you living through me for? He's like, man, I know where you came from, and to see you doing that make me proud to say I can do something else. You know what I'm saying? And in reference to that, like I was saying earlier, we get a lot of flack as police officers in all these different communities. Do you not think they're going to hire police if you don't sign up? You don't sign up. You know, all these different black people not signing up. That don't mean the job is not going to get filled. And somebody on my first day, my lieutenant told me that. He said, these your people. He's saying, if you can't do the job right, they may find somebody that will do the job that you may not like. So therefore, I suggest you do what's right. And that's what I say to you. We need more young people, like she said. We getting old. When we go, who next? Who gonna take the baton and change the community? Also with what you said about when y'all see the police, y'all run. Get to know the police in your neighborhood. We say this every time we do this. We work the Atlanta Fair every year. Been doing it for 14 years. First thing a lot of the parents say with the small itty bitty kids.
Oh, you know.
Little Junior, you better start acting right before I make that policeman get you.
We do that.
And you want to know what that does? That create fear. So now, instead of in certain other communities, when they see the police, they grab you and say, go shake the policeman's hand, Johnny. Get to know the policeman.
He's your friend.
He's your friend. He's officer friendly, right? But we're doing the total opposite, and as you get older, you continue to say, oh, snap, there go the police, run.
And you ain't even done that.
You ain't even done that. If you see a cop that works your neighborhood, right, this goes for everybody. Get to know him. Get to know his name. So then, that kills all that. So then, that when you get that little tag, like, your tag expired 2 days and you get pulled over, then it's, hey, what's going on, Miss Sheila, how you doing? Oh, hey, Dennis, what's going on? Man, you know your tag expired. You know your tag's expired, right? Oh, dang, I'm gonna take care of that. All right, Miss Sheila, take it easy. It gives you access. Then, when I if that's me pulling you over, it's not like, dang, you ain't got nothing better to do. We know each other. We have a relationship. Then, when something happens, you feel comfortable in saying that. Investigating inner city crime is hard. You wanna know why? First thing we tell black people, don't snitch. What we say? Mind your business. Right? When you see something, if it ain't got nothing to do with you, we got people that'll be like, oh, excuse me, brother, gotta get to work.